Why is Tesla stock down 11.41%, and why are we getting this buying opportunity? If you are intending to hold your Tesla stock for something like 10 years like me, then you are treating this as a buying opportunity. But if you are a trader, then why didn't you sell back in August? In August, I told my brother, sell your Tesla stock now or years later. In the beginning of the day, Tesla stock was actually up, and it looked like this. So, I don't know what she said there. I understood gracias. It means thank you for this buying opportunity. There are many reasons why this is happening today, so let's go through all of them one by one. One big reason is the deliveries in China. As you can see, this last week, the deliveries are down from the previous week by a substantial amount. Many were expecting significantly above 10,000, and it is only 8,900-ish. Here's one reason why this is happening. While long term, the change in the policy of the virus in China is going to be good for the economy, short term, it is really ugly. I mean, it's really bad. I have many friends over here that are Chinese, and they are telling me that everyone that they know is sick with this virus or is just now recovering, but they are only sick for maybe a week or so instead of, before it used to be multiple weeks. I personally had the virus this August, late August. Ooh, I was knocked out completely. I cared about nothing. If you wanted to deliver a car to me, even if I was waiting for that car for 2 years, I would be like, I don't want to know about it. I don't want to think about it. And Tesla in China has no backlog at all. The backlog in China is in red. So you have to generate basically every single order. You can't just call someone else in the backlog. Oh, are you sick? Oh, you're not? Okay, let us deliver the car to you now. If Tesla had the compact out already, I don't think we would be seeing this at all. The backlog would be huge. Next reason for the stock being down is Tesla will halt production from January 20th to January 31st for an extended break for Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year, that's the biggest holiday in China. You put together Christmas, New Year's, and every other holiday, including Thanksgiving, and the 4th of July if you're in the US, and that's Chinese New Year. It is important to note that usually Tesla typically doesn't shut down production for an extended period around the Christmas holiday or the Chinese New Year, though other large Chinese companies do shut down during those times. Last year, Tesla took only a 3-day break around the Chinese New Year. And Yahoo Finance also says here that Tesla did not give a reason for the reduced production plan in January. There could be a few reasons. Obviously, the virus is one. Everyone is going to be still getting sick, and then eventually it will get better. Second reason could be some sort of production line improvements. We know that Tesla still is not using the front and the rear gigacastings for Model 3s as an example in Shanghai, and the Model Y is only using the rear gigacasting, so I hope these are implemented. Another reason could be people usually don't want to work during holidays, and if they do work, they demand higher pay. So this could also be a measure to save costs potentially if demand is not incredibly high during this period. Which is why I believe a compact for Tesla is necessary long term. I am sure Tesla has a plan for that. I would expect to certainly see quite a few exports going forward from China. It will take a little bit of time to find out the actual true reason for these temporary suspensions of production, but we will find out about them eventually. And the market, of course, is punishing Tesla stock really hard for basically a 1 week longer than expected shutdown and also missed numbers on deliveries within China. To me as an investor, long-term growth is what matters to me. What 1 quarter is going to do, what 1 year is going to do is basically irrelevant, especially if you are going through a recession. So if you just want Tesla to grow at 50% year over year, then shutting down the factory during a time when it is the most expensive time to run any factory in China, which is the Chinese New Year, taking this into consideration, this is actually a gross margin win for Tesla. And this chart is absolutely stunning. In yellow, you see the interest in people who want to make money from Tesla by shorting it, basically where they make money when Tesla goes down. And you can see that the interest right now is absolutely enormous. When people short Tesla, that puts more pressure on Tesla stock to go down temporarily. So that's another reason for why the stock is down. And I want to show you something here, which is going to be quite interesting. So the relative strength index provides short-term buy and sell signals. Low RSI levels below 30 generate buy signals. And for Tesla stock, it is now at 28. This is the first time in history that the stock's weekly RSI has crossed below 30. So we are now approaching a time where even some technical indicators are saying Tesla stock is a good buy. It's a buying opportunity. I mean, you just look at the last time it was so low, and you will see that we will have to go all the way back to about 2019. Early 2019 is when I bought Tesla stock, and you can see what happened. Yeah. And at current price, roughly, Tesla's trailing, not a forward price earnings ratio, but just trailing price earnings ratio is about 37, and McDonald's is at 34. This, of course, makes sense somehow because McDonald's is growing at record levels. 3 and 4% per year, right? According to James, while Tesla is growing how much faster? 10 times faster? So, yeah, that of course makes perfect sense to Gordon Johnson. But to be fair, Ronald McDonald doesn't sell his shares every month. I never like when Elon sells Tesla stock, but he has pledged that he will not sell any more, at least definitely in 2023. A few other reasons why Tesla stock is down so much today. As the stock goes down, there are margin calls, so people that borrow against the stock to buy more stock are now being called back to repay their loans, and they only can do that by selling stock. People are panicking because they see Tesla stock is going down. And also, there is tax loss harvesting. That means when you made money on other stocks and you sold them and you don't want to pay tax, you sell other stocks that lost money, and Tesla has presented as a buying opportunity by losing a lot of its value recently, so it makes sense to sell if you want to reduce your taxes if you had profits from other places. And Tesla's forward PE ratio for basically next year is now at a record 20, basically. This is a Wall Street consensus. Tesla's profits, well, projected profits, are dipping a little bit. And if we do have a very bad recession, I expect the profits temporarily to be wiped out. And you know how market is going to react to that by giving us a buying opportunity. So the fundamentals are not connected to the stock at all, in my belief. Tesla is now being priced a lot more like a car company than a technology company. Or at least it is beginning to look a little bit more like that. Here is how it's looking in Norway. The sales of Teslas, well, it's going to be a record Q4. And now most cars sold in Norway are made in Germany, in Giga Berlin. Another reason why Tesla stock is going down, you have to keep in mind that most of the trades now are executed by algorithms. And of course, a lot of this accelerates the momentum of a stock, whichever way it is going. And of course, what does this have to do with Tesla's fundamentals? That's the important question that we have to answer. And the answer is nothing to do with Tesla's fundamentals. Meet Kevin here is saying that pricing power will lead us out of a recession, and Tesla's monetization of high margin FSD sales are likely to explode earnings per share growth faster than Wall Street estimates today. Tesla is worth $423 with a 31 PE ratio in 2025, says Meet Kevin. If you need an emotional rescue like this guy here, and if you put money in Tesla stock, well, Tesla stock is volatile. This horse is a rescue horse, by the way. I would say this is sort of a little bit like Tesla stock. It's a wild ride, everyone. If you don't expect Tesla stock to be volatile, ooh, you're in for a wild ride like this guy. And here's why I am buying more Tesla stock. This is from the world's richest investor, Warren Buffett.
You need the right orientation. 90% of the people, I'm pulling a figure out of the air, but 90% of the people that buy stocks don't think of them the right way. They think about something that they hope goes up next week. And they think about the market as something they hope goes up. And if it's down, they feel worse. I feel better.
And you think about?
Pardon?
And what do you think
about? I think about what the company's going to be worth 10 or 20 years from now. And I hope it goes down when I buy it, because I'll buy more.
If you are not able to buy more, I understand it sucks. But for me, oh, I am so excited. Each time Tesla stock goes down, I get more excited. I buy more. And these are 48 reasons why I only own Tesla stock in my stock portfolio. My name is Matt Postis. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in the next video.